Welcome everybody, this is OBF1's Tier 1 and it's the third race of the second season. My name is Webbo and we will get going very shortly. We had a little lobby glitch as is customary. Wouldn't be Clean Night of Racing without a nice little lobby glitch. But joining me in the comms booth is a driver I know well and you will hopefully get to know well soon enough. This is Lightning.
Hello everyone.
Thanks for joining us at late notice, Lightning. It's very cool that you're able to step in like this. I only got asked fairly late in the day myself, so blame other people's toothache.
You need to press spectate, by the way.
I do. There we go. Thank you.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, I will just let everybody know where the stream can be found, although as we were just saying, they could always just subscribe to my channel. So while you're waiting for us to get going, go and subscribe. That's that posted. I think people might be about to start readying up. There's a couple I see already. This is the Tier 1 race, and like I say, we're going to Melbourne, Albert Park circuit. Yeah, I don't know the exact championship cogitations. I'll have a look if I get a minute. And yeah, hopefully you guys will have a nice, clean racing evening ahead of us. It's always fun commentating for the old boys of OBF1.
I don't know this league very well, so who are the top end drivers?
Well,
from your knowledge,
because I do Monday nights, there's a few different faces around, but you'll definitely see Taylor as one of the top qualifiers, so he's definitely one to keep an eye on. We've got Paul Harrison's and Chris Samet, very good in terms of their racecraft. Harv, Little Jim, those guys are generally pretty quick in quali as well. Harv famously spins a lot. Mr. Spin slightly less. Hi to Jonathan Cox on the chat. Nice for you to join. Mr. Spin is actually Kieran Rees, but yeah, I think he renamed himself after various escapades that he's had recently. And like I say, there might be a few surprises in there. I know you know one or two drivers from other leagues, right? I mean, we know Flying Croat.
Ivan. He's
yes.
Ivan. Yeah. No matter what, he's always going to be Ivan, even if he hates it now. Which I don't know why he would.
Yeah, Taylor's top of the standings in Tier 1, 41 points. Marcus, 33. Fatia is on 26. I don't know if he's racing tonight, actually. And then we've got Harv and Little Jim. So that kind of bears out what I was just saying. Bright sunshine in Albert Park, as you'd expect. Although we have seen a few poor weather weekends. Williams top the constructors' standings right now, and McLaren are second. Williams 10 points ahead. Alfa Romeo a further 7 behind, with AlphaTauri in 4th place. Ferrari on just 8 points after 2 races, Lightning.
Wow, pretty realistic.
Yeah, not too shabby, except for obviously Williams at the top and everything else. Drivers just getting set up, ready for their quali laps. This is short quali. On Monday nights, Lightning, we go for one-shot quali, which is really exciting.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it's interesting to commentate on because the leader just keeps changing. You just get to keep up with it. But I'm just riding with Mitch. I think Mitch might be the first one out. Another quick driver, good racecraft. Yeah, look out for fireworks if you're going to join the Monday night league. It's Spin City.
That Alfa Romeo is lovely. Oh, and into the grass. Less lovely now. Bit dirty.
So you got the first First commentator curse there. Nice little camera shake as Mitch goes past there into what is it, turn 8 or something. Camera shook as he went past after with the wake. I thought that was quite a nice touch.
They've gone to lots of details with this game. Sadly, they've missed out obvious glitches. But,
yes.
you know, that's just life, I suppose.
Yes, it makes for good gallery pictures with all the detail, but we'd probably prefer smoother lobbies and less pit stop halts and things like that. But
the other day, I was going into the pit lane, and it glitched me into the wall and removed my wheel off. So
nice.
that was interesting.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I was already lapped, so it didn't really matter.
I haven't myself had the glitch where you drive into the back of the pits, but I've seen it online. I thought that was kind of funny.
I think I've seen that as well. I haven't had it happen to me.
Taylor gets out of Mitch's way as Mitch goes through the car park section. All the crosshatch markings on the road, and that awful corner in real life where the sun is setting directly in front of the driver's eyes. I'm afraid I haven't memorised the corner numbers. It's a little bit poor form of me, but he screams up towards that super fast chicane that I cannot stand and can never get right.
I always spin.
It's just awful, especially this year with that exit curve. It's virtually impossible.
Everything about it is, yeah, exactly.
I think we need to count the spins at that chicane tonight.
Keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
Especially with the dirty air, I think we're going to see quite a few.
Paul Harrison, first on the top of the time sheets. What does Mitch get in response? Comes to the line and big chunk faster, 7/10 faster for Mitch. We've got SpongeBob on a lap. He is currently going through sector 2, just tripped the beam in sector 2. Ooh, very slow through the chicane and invalidated, so bailed out of that one. Go now for Romeo of Speed Alcoholic. Wouldn't that be better as Speedaholic? Anyway,
yeah,
Speed Alcoholic.
I think it would.
Heading for the line. And his first time is good enough for P3 and not very good at all. SR Sanchez though, P3 124.2. So a bit of a them and us situation going on at the front as drivers just get warm, get their first laps in. What else have we got on track? So SpongeBob starting again. Marcus about to cross the line. Chris Samet goes pole. Marcus second, just what, 7/100th slower than Chris Samet?
That is very close.
Certainly is.
Top 2.
What about Taylor? What's he up to? He's just coming to the line now in the Williams. So the Williams are leading the championship. Probably thanks in no small part to Taylor's efforts. And straight away, pole position 121.3. Lovely work from Taylor. In amongst there, Paul Harrison's gone 6th. Chandler's gone in at 22.5. Little Jim 23.5. I think there's more time there, but Mitch looking good on those medium tyres. Lightning, how does that work for a strategy around Albert Park?
Starting on the mediums, going onto the hards. That's a pretty good strategy, but safety cars quite frequent in the past. Have you witnessed many safety cars?
Yes,
past 2
I would
rounds?
say yes.
In that case, you might get unlucky and it might be a safety car. Like...
Straight up to the top, 20.9. Sorry to cut across you there, but yeah, very nice time, 20.9 for SpongeBob, and Patrick will be very happy. Everybody else is...
Squidward wearing?
No. I don't know what makes Squidward happy though.
Music, I think. Flute. Dart. I don't know why we're talking about this now. Sorry.
It's all SpongeBob's fault. I mean.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe not SpongeBob.
Jonathan Cox, after a spin, back out there and heading out to the line in the Ferrari, looking to improve the fortunes of Ferrari. He's starting his lap now. Do you want to talk us through a lap with Jonathan Cox, Lightning?
I need to... Okay. Heading down into turn 3, brake at the black box, third gear. Go a bit wide. Get on the power really early, flat out to this right-hander. Use the exit curb. Brake at 75 meters here. Use a lot of inside curb.
Nice.
Quite easy to spin on the exit there. Keep to the outside for here. 75 meters again. Third gear. Get on the power a lot earlier than you think. You have to be quite brave. This is the trickiest part of the entire circuit. You can brake a lot later than you think, but it's very difficult to get the apex. And he does it very well, much better than I could do.
A little bit of seesawing on the way out, but looked fast.
Brake just after the black box, fourth gear, nearly invalidated.
He was using the
Nice
throttle to turn
right-hander.
the car quite often, isn't he?
Like Michael Schumacher used to do. Fourth gear through here, flat out. After you short shift to fifth, cross the line.
Right.
Wow.
Good that we were all watching him. So we got the provisional pole on the stream, which is pretty cool. Great lap from Jonathan Cox, 20.684. So nice and comfortable first. Well, I guess his first banker, but probably his second attempt into lap.
And Ferrari is fifth in the constructors. Did you say?
Last in the constructors, currently 10th.
Last.
Yeah.
Wow. So it's a very good result if he can keep the pole position. Still
Absolutely.
10 minutes left though.
This is the top tier, and it is pretty competitive. It's very difficult to pick a clear dominating winner or pole position driver out of this bunch.
It's always fun to have a very close competitive grid.
Definitely. Mr. Spin looking a little bit slow and careful. He's going around on mediums. He hasn't got lots of grip. Certainly very different to the lap of Jonathan Cox we just watched. And I think he was just getting ready for his fast lap. I think he might have done a warm-up lap prior as well as his out lap there. What about
I
half?
have seen that happen in real life. So,
Yeah.
Oh, and he proves his name true.
Oh dear.
It's a spin.
I'm afraid I just cut away to an invalidated half, unfortunately.
It was a very elegant spin, to be fair.
What, an 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10?
I'd say an 8. Could do a little bit better, but quite good.
Chandler saying in the Discord that he hates this game right now. He's out already.
I don't
he
blame
must have he must have gone off and retired. Little Jim goes pole, 120.6.
3 milliseconds.
Yeah.
That's very close.
That's gonna. I hope Jonathan Cox wasn't drinking at the time his beverage, because he probably spat it all over his steering wheel.
That is unlucky. 3 milliseconds is not very much.
Chris Sammet on the cusp of going faster. He's 6,000th slower than his first time. Just coaxing this, honestly, quite good-looking Haas in the game. I don't like it in real life, but I quite like it in the game. It's quite fun to commentate on and drive, I think, with the colour scheme. But he's coaxing it round, and he might be on for a better time now. Currently P7. Jonathan Cox said no spitting. He just applauded his friend. It's a good lap. I guess.
That's very sweet.
I guess you can say, you know, he knows how good a lap it is because he almost copied it. It was almost a replica of his lap, so yeah, he probably knows just how good it was. Chris Sammet, no improvement, 1900th slower, unfortunately for him. So 6 minutes and a little bit left to go. Who's out there, Lightning? SpongeBob just cutting across big sections of track, so he's obviously warming up.
Harv is on an out lap as well.
We've got Marcus 4/10 under his existing time.
Interesting track limits
Hmm.
to get that. Okay, we'll cut away from that, I suppose. Oh, and Short Marcus does the same. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
Trying to find someone who's not taking liberties
Will
with
Speed
track limits.
Alcoholic do it? Is he?
Yeah, he's slowing
Nope,
down
he
as well.
takes it correctly. Okay,
Yeah.
correct route. I was watching the stream yesterday, and I was expecting Chris Samet to win because he had much fresher mediums.
Yeah.
He did very well getting through all those cars, lots of overtaking, so
Absolutely.
good racecraft.
Oh, yeah, some of the best. If you're watching, go back and watch an upload I put on there, split screen view of 2 weeks ago, two Mondays past battle, 4-lap long battle between Pistol and Chris Samet. It was one for the ages. That. Yeah, one for the ages, that one.
Was it Pistol who uses the
no, it was Chris.
Interesting camera? Chris uses that. Oh my.
Yeah, it uses the near chase cam, which is great for track positioning, but I don't know, it feels a bit like an arcade game when you use that, doesn't it?
That is very interesting. Whatever makes you fast, I suppose.
Aye, yeah. Yeah, can't fault it. I can't tell if Paul Harrison is on a lap and I'm just getting an engine sound glitch. I think he is. No, he's slow. Okay, he's on and out or an in.
I think the Alpine has a very high turbo noise, even naturally. But
SpongeBob has binned it, he says. Does that mean he's out? He's out. Yeah, he won't go higher than 4th. So we'll just join Mitch again. He's about to start a flying lap. Just warmed up the tyres. Got himself going. Half goes pole. Drop the needle again. It's half from Taylor, Little Jim and Jonathan Cox. All within a 10th of each other. That's really tight at the top. That's really, really special.
It's very impressive.
SpongeBob says he was 5/10 faster than he currently is. Potentially good enough for pole. Yeah.
And then from 5th down to
a little moment for Mitch. Sorry.
Yeah, I noticed that.
That was that corner you were saying is really difficult to get out of.
Honestly, they're all difficult. They're all difficult. But some more than others.
Oh, he's taking this one a little bit more carefully. We'll see how he gets on as he crosses the next sector time.
Surprised no one's spun through here yet.
It's under his time, but not enough to worry the front row, possibly even the midfield at the moment. I thought Mitch would have a bit more pace than this. Maybe he can pull it all together in the final third of the lap. But quite a way to climb for Mitch currently.
Oh, there's a spin for Ivan, and he's out at the fast left-right chicane.
Oh dear.
Moments after I said I was surprised there weren't any.
Yeah.
Well,
if you're counting on stream, I count that two lightning commentator curses so far tonight.
Yeah.
Everyone's in the pits. This isn't good for our entertainment, is it? Everyone in the pits for a final run together.
No, I think Denmark is starting his lap now.
Ah, sorry. Let's watch him then. He's in an AlphaTauri. He's got the same driver number as Mitch.
Yep. I'm in a league that forces you to have different numbers. Very, very careful about that.
Oh wow. Okay. That's kind of cool. What's your preferred number? Is it 95?
My preferred number is 15, but I had to choose 53.
Yeah. Was that Herbie's number?
Who is Herbie's?
Do you know? No. Okay.
No, I don't know.
Herbie is a little Beetle kart. Several movies made of him, and he has. I'm sure he has number 53 painted on his car. This is the old boys F1 league, and I'm showing my age. Yeah, big spin for Denmark, unfortunately.
Okay, I count 2 spins at that fast
Yeah.
Left-right chicane.
And I'm expecting you to now go and Google Herbie rides again, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Little Jim is on a lap, I believe. No, he's invalidated. I think he's just warming up. Whoa, Chris Samet taking the front of his car off just as I joined him. Big moment. Chris Samet not going any higher than 9th tonight. That is a very poor condition looking Haas, unfortunately.
Well, now he can prove his racecraft skills.
Yes.
Again. I can confirm he does have number 53.
Excellent.
Yeah. 1974. Yeah. I didn't watch that.
Lots of. Well, I mean, I wasn't even born then, but it was one of those Saturday afternoon movies that was always on TV. So there's lots of Herbie movies made. I think the latest was with Lindsay Lohan in it, even.
Don't know who that is either.
Okay.
Sorry.
Brilliant.
I think Mitch is on another lap. On the
I'm just
same
watching
set of
with Paul Harrison, so I'll stay with Paul as long as he's under his time. I don't think he will be though, the way he just navigated turn 9, I think.
I predict another spin right now.
Okay, we'll see. Oh, nice.
Oh,
well done.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think that one's going any quicker. Sorry, who were you watching?
Close.
Mitch?
I was watching Mitch, and I don't think he's going to improve, considering that turn he just
took. I've got a 0.6 improvement on my screen.
Ah, well, that's
now 0.7. Oh, gets right out of the throttle through the chicane. Taylor's retired. Taylor won't be battling for pole position, so that's all of our top group. This could be the last lap. I think Harv might be out there running, but Jonathan Cox crashed, I believe. But yeah, all of our top group seemingly crashing on their last attempt. What is Mitch doing? He wants P11, my Lightning.
Maybe, yeah. That is.
Ooh,
well, why not?
Cheeky. He had a lot of time to go there, and he's just slowed on the line because he wants P11. He wants to start on the option tyre.
That's brilliant. He did do 2 laps. I think he did a out lap, flying lap, and then another lap. So his tyres would have probably been like 12%. And then formation lap, 16. It would have been an awful race for him.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Got right out of it. He was looking really quick.
So we'll already have strategic plays for the race.
Indeed. Okay. Well, your pole position, man, is Harv on a 20.565. So less than a tenth separating the top 4. We've got Taylor in second for the Williams, Little Jim for the Red Bull in third, with Jonathan Cox in the Ferrari, looking for a good result for the Ferrari team. SpongeBob next, Short Marcus, Speed Alcoholic Denmark, Chris Samet, Paul Harrison. Make out your top 10, then probably starting on mediums, we think, or hards. Mitch, Chandler, Mr. Spinney, My Dust, SR Sanchez, Lewis, and at the back of the grid, no time set for the Flying Croat, who we know as Ivan or Koval Ivan.
Yeah, he changed his name a lot.
Indeed. We've also had him on comms from time to time. So we know Ivan well. Alright, so are we ready for a race around Albert Park? Again, looks bright and sunny. I don't think we're looking like anything other than typical Aussie sunshine.
Jonathan has predicted a lot of chaos and spins. He's ready for it.
Well, several people in the Discord saying that their aim is just finish the race, which is, you know, a good aim and an aim we like to see because we want a full field towards the end. Yeah, we'll wait and see. I think on Mondays we don't have a formation lap either to get it done quickly, and we don't have one here. It's about to get going. Harv on the left, his left, Taylor on the right, and they're away. Sprinting down, it looks like the Red Bull's got an equal start to Taylor, but Harv's away well.
It's a very good start from Harv.
Yeah, absolutely. Little Jim can't quite match Taylor as they head down, just defending. SpongeBob's got ahead of Marcus, so the two Red Bulls, third and fourth. Further down the order, cars just organising themselves as they go through. Looks like Jonathan Cox getting ahead of one of the Alpines nicely. Paul Harrison defending now from an AlphaTauri of Mitch.
Chandler's out.
Got a yellow car, a yellow flag, and a virtual safety car straight away. Chandler. You say Chandler retired already? Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that's a shame.
We're down to 16 runners. It's lap 1. Relaxed. So I'll set up the screen now because you just don't get a chance if there's no formation lap.
No, you don't.
Just have to take what comes to you. Mitch making up 4 places, as did Lewis. Lewis kind of gaining from others' misfortune more so than Mitch, I think. Speed Alcoholic down 3. Everybody else just a small gain or loss. So not a huge difference in our grid order. I've seen some fairly long VSC periods in the last few weeks. Lightning. It seems
sometimes
like they last a lot longer than last year.
Absolutely, I agree. And Sanchez is taking this opportunity to pit. He may have damage.
Right.
So he could gain quite a lot from this.
Let's go have a look. Is he having?
He does have damage, yes.
Yeah, front wing change. Still on VSC. Half away though, but I think we're green flag racing. Yes, by the look of that flag marker on the track. And we're away. Looks like Denmark's quite close to the car ahead of Paul Harrison. So Paul Harrison really on a defensive at the moment. Mitch has gained very well. Look, Mitch is on medium tyres and up to P7 from that deliberate effort to get 11th place. He was, I think that's worked out very nicely. The highest medium runner so far.
Sanchez is out.
He's just
DNF'd. Yep, he may have spun. I'm not sure. Oh, and Mr. Spin has spun at the fast left right.
Who had
lap
2 for Mr. Spin? Yeah.
Well, I think he was the first spin.
Yes. I don't know what happened to Chandler, but you'd have to imagine that Sanchez was involved somehow because he came in for repairs. Jonathan Cox looking racy in the Ferrari, up behind the McLaren of Marcus. Looking like he's got good pace at the moment. This is probably the closest battle on the grid, I think. Not many places to overtake though. Really, it's just into turn 3.
Well, turn 1 is possible, but you lose a lot of time in general, so it might not be the best idea.
It's not really a big enough stop, is it?
Especially on this game, I think that if you overtake into turn 1, you just lose a lot more momentum than last game. Yeah. Ooh, very close to spinning for Jonathan there. I think he
really skipped across that apex quite dangerously for his own
quick
grip.
Reactions. Yellow flag. Can't see anything.
No, I was looking down the tower to see if we'd lost anybody or someone was tumbling down.
Oh, there is an issue with Ivan. He's got lots of wing damage. And he's going very slowly.
Jonathan Cox just getting by into turn 1 under DRS. Nice move, but he will now be on the defensive. Heading down, he gets DRS, so that helps. And up successfully to P5 for Jonathan Cox. Let's have a look at little Jim, who's harassing the back of Harv's car. Harv in the Aston Martin. Remember, Harv had the pole, but he's dropped down with we've lost Chandler. Oh, he's gone completely from the session. Okay, fair enough.
You predicted that Harv was one of the best qualifiers, and
right.
He did get pole.
And
Taylor,
around goes Harv into the wall, knocks a wheel off, and he's out immediately. It's only lap 4, and Harv just one little spin moment, quarter spin, just happened in the background of what we were watching. We have our first safety car.
So easy to do.
We have Speed Alcoholic getting a 5-second penalty for a collision with Denmark. So expect some pit stops to come as well from that. Let's have a look at their cars.
Completely saved Ivan's and Mr. Spin's race.
Yeah, good catch on that front. But yeah, Harv let it go, and he's out.
And Speed Alcoholic is the first penalty.
Yes. We always like to log those. H. Taylor in the pits. So SpongeBob, Little Jim went by. So he's happy on those softs. Couple of laps left of life really in those softs, Lightning.
I'd pit, personally.
His teammates come in. I wonder if that was a deliberate move to avoid double stacking, but probably favour that. But that leaves just Little Jim, Jonathan Cox and Mitch straight up to P3 from 11th on lap 5. Eat My Dust also on the mediums, elected not to pit. But yeah, interesting strategic non-call from Little Jim and Jonathan Cox there, especially given everybody else. And SpongeBob goes out immediately.
No.
So no SpongeBob. And that's a big mess.
A Grosjean or a Russell.
That's a big mess. Was it a Grosjean that Ericsson hit him, or?
I think it may have been.
Yeah.
I didn't catch it, but it was on the safety car. So
that was great actually. I recently watched the IndyCars when Ericsson made a guest appearance, and at one point
crazy.
Grosjean had to lap Ericsson. I just thought, uh-oh, here we go. You can legitimately have a problem with
And there was the IndyCar race where Ericsson crashed and then won.
Yes. Launched the car in the air. No, it was a different one actually.
Yeah.
I was watching Road America, I think. Yeah.
Eat My Dust, 10 places up. That's very good. And Mitch with his special strategy, 8 places up.
That's very successful.
He should be in a very good position at the moment.
Yeah, he's got those medium tyres.
In a few laps, he's going to be a lot faster than the soft tyre runners.
SpongeBob is, I think, disgusted with himself.
It's a shame.
Cold tyres on the way out of the pits, it sounds like. Easy done. Very easy done. Yeah, he's less than happy, and I'm just waiting to see. Harv is currently typing something of an essay. No, he says he has a love-hate relationship with the game. Don't we all, Harv? Don't we all?
Yeah.
There's nothing more satisfying than getting a lap together, but you do have to go through a ridiculous amount of pain to get there. It's a little bit like playing golf, I think.
Played golf.
Now they say in golf, it's not the amount of good shots you make; it's how few bad shots you make. So
interesting. How many good shots do you make, Webb?
Very few. Very few. I'm appalling. But again, if you go to a driving range and you fluke hit the ball just perfectly, it's like getting a perfect lap in. There's nothing more satisfying than hitting a golf ball just right, but you do have to hit probably 100 more or more before you get that feeling each time. So it's kind of very frustrating, especially if I haven't had any tuition like I haven't really. So yeah.
I think Carrera likes to go golfing.
Interesting. Strikes me as a
back to
golfer.
F1.
Yeah. I'll ask him next time we're on, but you have to find something to talk about when it's a safety car.
Yeah, whether it's SpongeBob or golf.
Indeed.
There has to be something.
Hey, got to keep the audience happy.
Safety car in this lap.
Oh, Carrera's watching.
He is?
Yes. He says it's about not choking for power as well. That sounds a bit too technical for my liking.
All these terms, I was going to say, I have no idea what you're on about.
Yeah. Avoid the bogies, Lightning. Avoid the bogies.
Okay, thank you.
We're about to get going though. We're about to hit hit green racing. The safety car has definitely gone in. Little Jim leads from Jonathan Cox, and we're riding with Mitch at the moment to see when Little Jim goes. Lots of weaving, as you expect. Little Jim still hasn't gone yet. Yeah, if he waits till the final straight, this is going to be awful. Little Jim gently applies the throttle, really, and that's absolutely handed it to Jonathan Cox, who comes up the inside. No, he's forced to the outside. Going the long way round. He's in the grass.
Ooh.
Bails out the throttle, and Mitch.
Oh no!
And goodbye to Jonathan Cox. Goodbye to another
Huge
car.
Crash.
Was that a Williams in behind him?
Yeah, it was an Alpine, I reckon. Yeah. Of
Paul Harrison went. I think ghosting didn't enact quick enough, and Jonathan Cox going around the outside of turn 1, leaving him on the dirty line. Cold tyres, turns the car around, hits the wall, reverses backwards, and unfortunately Paul Harrison, the innocent party and all of that, we are still green flag racing for some reason.
Not a safety car.
With the amount of debris on the track, that's bizarre. Mitch now up 9 places and Eat My Dust up 10. Taylor has recovered back up to 3rd.
Do you know what damage simulation it's on? Because you could get a puncture from the debris.
I think it's standard.
In that case, I don't think you can.
No, but that was quite a surprising turn of events there. It looks like Short Marcus has got some pace in the car. I wonder, is he still on the softs, or did he pit? He
pit
on medium.
Mediums.
Yeah.
Likewise with Taylor, he's on fresh mediums. So he's going to be one to watch. Going to be faster than everybody very soon.
Yeah, Denmark attacking the McLaren at the moment. There's a lot of action going on further down the grid. Looks like a lot of weaving going on the straights. Cars really condensed, and I hope we don't end up with another safety car on its way. Marcus and Denmark very, very close again. Nice little
braking.
Yeah, really gonna catch each other out, I think.
The dirty air is on this game especially. It makes you so much slower, and it's very random because you can turn a certain amount and it does what you expect.
Yep.
And then another time it's completely different.
Jonathan Cox said the curves were lethal there, but he didn't feel that he had a lot of room to play with. Didn't feel he was left much room. And we've got SR Sanchez saying he thinks the multiplayer cars are a lot easier to drive. What do you think to that?
Personally, I haven't really tried the multiplayer cars very much, but out of the official F1 cars, the Williams is the best one for me. I think I can go faster, despite them being equal performance.
Yeah. Just like the handling of that car. Suits your driving style. What do you like about it? Has it got good turning?
Yeah, it just seems more planted, better turning, and they're all equal cars, but it just feels better.
No, I think that's pretty cool. If the cars have got subtle differences and you can find one that works. Short Marcus looking at the inside of the Ferrari of Eat My Dust coming down the inside. Will Eat My Dust leave him enough room? I think he will. Some good, clean racing going on between those guys.
Brilliant.
And Denmark is
Denmark up the inside.
Looking around, but he doesn't get there. And that was a very nice little racing section we just saw there, Lightning. Very, very good quality.
That was fantastic. Lots of room. You could fit a bike through it.
Yeah, no, that was great racing, and everyone lives to fight another day, and we avoid another caution period, so all good things. What's Ivan doing at the moment?
Ivan is on the back of Mr. Spin.
Will he force an error, or will he wash out of aero?
Mr. Spin did have some oversteer.
It looked like Ivan had to back off, though. You can't follow another car closely behind through that chicane. It doubles the difficulty, doesn't it?
Yeah, this game, the dirty areas definitely increased substantially.
Taylor got DRS on the start-finish straight. Little defensive shimmy from Mitch. Taylor might be waiting for the second DRS zone and second mini straight.
Oh, there's contact between Denmark and Eat My Dust. And Eat My Dust is sideways.
Taylor on the outside. of Mitch. Sorry, Mitch ran the inside even. Mitch going for it. He's on older mediums and he's got a little bit more grip at the moment. Looks like it's working nicely. Yeah. Should be a difference in tyre longevity and grip, but working well for Mitch at the moment. He's got the car hooked up.
There was an incident between Speed Alcoholic and Mr. Spin. Mr. Spin hasn't got a wing at all.
Eat My Dust is right down there as well, isn't he? Did that
yeah,
contact
he
with...
spun because there was contact between him and Denmark at turn 1.
Right.
So both Ferraris spinning at turn 1 because AlphaTauris pushed them wide.
Oh, in comes Taylor though, up the inside. Nice manoeuvre. Oh, are they going to clash? They do. They wheel bang. I think Taylor just lost traction in a dirty part of the track. Hit the marbles. Got penalties left, right, and centre coming in. Have we got some jostling going on down there at the back of the field, Lightning? Because penalties suddenly springing up.
No,
Taylor.
all I can see is Mr. Spin struggling to get back to the pits with no wing.
Taylor blasted past Mitch on the straight there. Had loads of overspeed. Must have been using no end of ERS to get by.
He's on 78%, and Mitch is on 50.
Oh, I stand corrected. He must have just had a tremendous exit from the final corner.
Maybe he's running
overspeed was huge.
less wings. Less wings. Mitch may have had a bad exit.
Oh, we're really adding up on the penalties now.
Yeah. Speed Alcoholic is in the pits. Mr. Spin has retired.
Come on, guys. We really want to get a full grid at the end.
Must have been a curse with, I think it was Jonathan saying all he wants to do is finish.
True. Yeah. I mean, it's a laudable aim round Albert Park, but yeah, we've lost 7 cars already. It's only lap 11. We've got Taylor in the lead. Surely he's going to pit soon, Lightning, on these tyres. I mean, he's going quickly enough and he's got a nice gap, but 10 lap old softs.
I don't know how he's doing it, yes, and he's in the pits. Well,
it's now.
I don't know how much tyre he has. Probably like in the 70s. It's very impressive that he made it that far.
Absolutely.
And with the battling that Mitch and Taylor did, it was a godsend.
Yeah.
Very lucky for Lil Jim.
We did see on Monday Night Racing, we saw some amazing tyre preservation from Pistol, who isn't with us in this tier tonight, but I think he ran 22 laps on the medium tyres in China, and it was a sight to behold. We couldn't believe it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
China has so much tyre wear.
Yeah.
I think you get like 10% worn softs after like a formation lap. It's crazy.
Let's have a look then. We've got some gaps opening up. We'll just have a quick look at the penalty situation. Just 3 seconds each for Denmark, and for Eat My Dust 8 seconds for Lewis. I think he might be about to pay those though when he goes into the pits. Everyone has stopped once apart from Mitch and Eat My Dust because they started on mediums. So Mitch will drop down a few places, but should only have one more stop to make, just like everybody else, I think, apart from possibly Chris Samet.
A very quiet, brilliant performance is from Ivan, from last to now 6th place, keeping his nose clean and making up places. Yeah,
terrific stuff from Ivan. If you're watching the stream, that's the P6 Mercedes, currently labelled Flying Croat.
Interesting name, don't know what it means.
It's a Croatian person. It's a Croatian person that goes fast, yeah.
Yeah. I should have thought about that, shouldn't I? I'm dumb.
It was a secret code.
Moving on. That never happened.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, you have flying fins because it's an alliteration. I don't know what you have for a Croat. Suggestions in the chat, please. An impressive sounding alliteration for a Croat would be a lot more appropriate. That's why you have flying fins, I think.
Short Marcus and Denmark, exact same ERS, I think exact same tyres, and they're about to have a battle.
Yeah, we're watching them on screen right now,
Overspeed
actually.
for Denmark. Will he send it up the inside? Yes, he
what
does.
What a lunge! I don't think the
Contact.
McLaren was expecting him.
Oh no! Oh my goodness!
I was just going to say some safe wheel-to-wheel contact, and then around yeah, that was.
Both got. That was. I don't know whose fault was that. I don't know if Short Marcus turned in or if it was Denmark who went to the left for a better entry to the corner.
Yeah,
that's a shame.
I think the way that they collided, my initial gut reaction, and that's all this is that Denmark had a responsibility to not encroach.
I agree, because Short Marcus, he had absolutely no room because he was millimetres away from the wall. And to add insult to injury, he got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Marcus did?
Yes, because he had no wing.
And he hasn't paid it, of course. He's now he actually beat Denmark out of the pits. But he has to serve 5 seconds. So he might be able to get that removed under the stewards if they deem that to be an unfair penalty, because some of the collision-based penalties are appalling in this game.
The fact, no, it wasn't a collision, it was speeding in the pit
of course,
lane.
sorry, yeah, that won't be removed then, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it will, sadly.
Looks like Ivan is going nicely. He's up in 4th. He's catching Chris Sammet, of all people, right now. So very, very impressive run from Ivan. He's on soft tyres, and they will be about to fade. I think he's due a pit stop, Lightning, anytime soon. This is 10 laps now.
But he will be flying on the mediums with the freshest tyres of... Oh, and he's in the pits.
Yeah, it just looked like he'd washed out a grip on the penultimate corner to me. Looked like he'd... And if he wasn't fully committed to the pits, I think that corner experience probably made up his mind. Little Jim goes fastest on a 23.9. Your order at the halfway point, lap 15, is H. Taylor from Mitch. Still yet to pit Mitch. Chris Sammet on slowly but surely making his way up the grid, as we come to know from Chris Sammet, just quietly, Alan Prost-like, making his way through the field into P3 with Little Jim in 4th. Oh, we've lost Denmark.
Oh no.
That's a retirement.
Denmark. And Speed Up Pollock nearly spun.
Does that mean we're about to get another caution period?
I think he DNF'd in the pits.
No, he's gone in the pits. Okay, yeah, he's decided that's enough. But, I mean, points were on the offing, Lightning, and it never pays to retire early, does it?
He would have finished 10th if he'd just gone around.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough if you're a lap down and you're in 18th or 19th position, but if you've still got points on the table, your teammate's going to be pretty annoyed with you if you've elected to quit out.
And
so, complicated debrief. Complicated debrief in the AlphaTauri. In the AlphaTauri.
Most likely.
Motorhome later
Garage.
on. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, at least we have Mitch in the other AlphaTauri doing quite well. Second place. Still
Looking
on those
very
mediums,
good. And H. Taylor in the Williams looking to stretch not only his but also his team's lead in the championship if he can stay out there and avoid trouble.
Bit of oversteer.
For Taylor or Mitch?
Yes, for Taylor.
Yeah.
Hopefully he keeps it all together. I think he's backing off a little bit on the pace because there was a lift off through the fast, flat out right-hander. Just making sure not to take any risks.
I assume here Mitch is going to have to go medium hard, Lightning. He's not going to stretch these to be able to put softs on for a one-stop.
Well, considering Lil Jim managed to stretch the softs 10 laps, I think that if Mitch put hards on now, it would have been a waste of a strategy.
Ooh, wow, really well. I mean, I'd be surprised if Mitch didn't just catch a penalty, a warning for cutting the apex of 12.
Yeah, that was quite a jump over the curbs. It's very dangerous to do that because you can easily spin.
Yeah. I mean, if you do it off throttle, it's easier.
Absolutely. But I'm looking at the fuel situation. And Mitch has 0.05 laps fuel left.
Where are you getting that information? I don't have that.
I go on board, and you can see.
Oh, you read cheeky.
Yeah,
nice.
You can see the little in brackets.
Yeah, my eyesight is nowhere near good enough for that.
So everybody else has at least an extra lap.
Right.
So I think it's getting quite tight for Mitch if there's not another virtual safety car.
Mitch is possibly underfueled, you think?
Well, he did underfuel, and he was very lucky with the 2 safety cars, virtual and real safety car. Otherwise, he wouldn't finish the race.
Yeah, I mean, he may have to do a little bit of lift and coasting to get him to the end. He looks like he's definitely driving within himself at the moment. You know, he's certainly managing the tyres, and if not the fuel as well. It certainly seems to be on cruise mode at the moment, but that might well be the fastest way to run this race. Time will tell. Little Jim really catching Chris Samet now. Little Jim on 5-lap-old mediums versus the 12-lap-old hards of Chris Samet. Denmark, he's blaming himself. I think he's blaming himself for the incident with Short Marcus. Potentially said he's just rewound his stream and he's seen what happened. So
yeah. It's a shame for Denmark. He was doing really well. But,
yeah, definitely good to hold your hand up and to show up on stream and let us know. It's really, really handy for us. But Little Jim looking to make an attempt. Not this corner, but maybe the next opportunity. Sorry, Lightning.
Yeah, it's fine. He's going to go up the inside of the outside, around the outside. He could get squeezed out. Quite a dangerous move.
Chris Samet had a lot of speed through there, but gave enough room, didn't he?
Brilliant racing.
Yeah, I think these guys know each other pretty well in OBF1, and
they might be in a party chat.
They might well be. But I mean, Chris's race is a bit different, isn't it? I mean, Chris is on those hard tyres, so it's only going to hurt his race to waste time.
Because otherwise, oh, excuse me, dogs are barking.
No problem.
But Denmark, he probably only moved the slightest amount, but it can cause extreme havoc when it's a street circuit. So.
No, that's absolutely right. You know, the green grass everywhere can fool you that you're at a real permanent circuit, but the walls are tight, and yeah, it's easy to forget that you're actually racing with concrete barriers around you.
Taylor's in the pits, and he got a penalty, 5-second penalty for speeding.
Ooh, he's not going to be happy about that one.
That is not good.
That opens up the race to his rivals.
And he's changing his wing. What? I have a lot of questions.
Thing is, you can just go just to the second shade of green on one element of your wing going over a curb, and then you can forget to turn off auto change when you head into the pits. And I've certainly heard drivers having that problem where they didn't realise they had damage, but they hadn't changed that.
The problem is that the game, it doesn't show you the damage properly. I have wing damage, and I can sense I have a lot of understeer. There's absolutely no change to the MFD, and it's really annoying.
Mm.
And another thing the MFD does, it shows you, it pops up the tyre wear every 10%, and 10% of each tyre.
Yeah, so it's all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time you hit a threshold, yeah, that is annoying. I have really liked, in the commentating of the last couple of weeks, I've really enjoyed the new AWS graphic that tells us when you've been watching a battle for a while, you come up with the tyre comparison.
Yeah,
pretty cool
I
when
really
you get
like
it.
that. I didn't know that it existed until recently.
Yeah, Carrera thought I was pulling his leg, shall we say, the other day. He didn't believe me that I'd seen that graphic. Looks like Mitch has finally pitted on lap 20, so he will go onto hards, Lightning. So a tremendous run to get to lap 20 on one set of mediums. So
he's not going on the hards. I thought you said that he's going on the hards.
Did I? No.
Yeah.
I meant the softs.
That's good. That's good.
In my head, it said softs, but hey, it's getting quite late
Yeah,
now.
that happens. I've noticed a glitch with Ivan's. Wait, is it a glitch? I think he has Lewis Hamilton's helmet on. It looks just like it.
Mitch?
No, Ivan.
Let's have a look at that.
Did I say Mitch? We're both going crazy.
Maybe I misheard. I was watching Mitch, so I might have just read that. Well, it's purple. Yeah, I don't.
Short markers in the pits for a set of the softs.
Great. Okay, it's definitely the right time to get softs on. So, Mitch, I should compliment Short Marcus. No, of course he had a pit stop with after mending that damage, didn't he? I know he started on the same tyres as Mitch, but hasn't made it right to the end. We've got big old gaps between our drivers, so I'll try and give some screen time to everybody. What's Taylor doing at the moment in terms of lap time? Because I know he's on a bit of a charge.
I'm really not sure why he didn't go for the softs.
Yeah, I mean maybe he just wants to push for the for the whole of the end of the race, and I mean sometimes I feel like that. I feel like I'd rather. We've got safety car, Lightning.
Oh wow!
Again,
who has made a mistake? Speed Alcoholic has, I think, spun. Turn 1, I believe. I think he made a mistake at the exit of turn 1.
Interesting.
Well,
yeah,
that's definitely helped out Short Marcus, and both McLarens have definitely benefited a lot from this.
Yeah, I mean, surely now Chris Sammer abandons his run on the hards and goes in for softs now. Presumably everyone goes into softs now who hasn't already. Maybe Taylor stays out, but he could.
If Chris stays out, then he's gonna be last. Those hard tyres are going to be
yeah, especially after the safety car. Yeah, so we definitely expect Chris to come in. It's just a matter of how many track positions you end up giving up.
I think he'll end up 5th place. No, 4th.
In comes little Jim, as we expect. I'm sure everyone who's got a set of softs left to run. Oh, Chris Summer just having to really kill the speed. He must have gone quite close to his delta. Mitch
possibly, yeah,
could be in the driving seat here, Lightning. He's only done one, maybe half a racing lap on those softs, so there won't be a great deal of difference between everybody else. He goes through. Taylor in?
Is in, yes.
Ivan stays out. That's an interesting one.
Serve. Oh no, Taylor got another speeding penalty. He's going to serve the speeding penalty, and he's gotten another one.
Wow. Okay,
just wow.
Ivan went through, Lightning, on 7 lap old mediums. That maybe is a bit of a missed opportunity.
I don't know why he's doing that. Maybe he believes in his defending skills.
Yeah, I mean his tyres will certainly get to the end, but everybody else on the grid is on softs.
Defending against fresh softs. It's very difficult.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what he's got in terms of defensive skills, because we will restart eventually. But with these pit stops, everyone is now going to take a while to catch up, aren't they?
Yeah.
And Lewis is a minute 11 back from the leader.
That is a fair while. 3 pit stops, along with his teammate, both 3 pit stops, and also Taylor.
Now we see, wouldn't want to cast any aspersions on Lewis. It looks like Speed Alcoholic has hit Lewis and possibly missed a spin. Speed Alcoholic says he missed his braking point. Nothing else he could do.
That's a shame.
We've got Chandler in the chat saying he lasted 1 lap of quali and 3 turns in the race. That's bad for a time investment of an evening's racing, isn't it?
That's not very good.
No. Well, come back. It's only race 3 of the championship, and I'm sure this will be your worst race of the season. So,
how many rounds in total?
I want to say 10.
That's a pretty good championship. Lots of races to go.
Indeed. I think the longest one I'm doing this season is 15, which is pretty lengthy.
Oh, Taylor's serving his
so he is
5-second penalty.
So
he didn't get an extra one.
He's daisy chaining pit penalties. Yeah, that's Chandler says he lasted only 2 turns last week, so he's improving race by race.
That's a fantastic performance. Chandler is in the Alpine, okay.
Yeah, that's it. That's going to keep us under safety car, I think, with Taylor's pit stop. Hopefully he'll catch back up and we can finish safety car running. Ivan made it up to 3rd place so far, as Lightning said. Yeah, so 14 places up, and Mitch 10. Just goes to show what a waste of time qualifying is sometimes.
But I feel that Ivan will end up 8th. He cannot compete against fresh softs.
Sure. It would still be a decent improvement, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see how he fares. I think I'm going to pick him for maybe 6th. I think he'll hang on to that degree, but yeah, it's you feel like he might be kicking himself about that option to change to soft tyres. We will finally lose this safety car, and let's hope we can get 5 laps of racing without another caution.
I think that you can no longer get a caution after when there's only 3 laps to go. So if we get 2 laps, then we should be all right.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. Yeah, we had a catastrophic crash on the penultimate lap recently, and yeah, I thought we would nail on to have a safety car finish, but obviously there's an algorithm that stops that.
Yeah. I've noticed that Ivan doesn't have Lewis's helmet, which is very similar.
Okay. Well, everyone should have recharged all of their ERS. It looks like Mitch has already gone and disappeared.
That's a very good restart.
Kept little Jim guessing, and he guessed wrong. Ivan's got away nicely with a gap. This is the moment that he's going to be most vulnerable, is that initial bite and launch away from the restart. So he's done himself a big favour there.
Yep, but I think that it'll be nigh on impossible to keep everyone behind.
All the McLarens running close together, and Lewis almost hits the back of his teammate. Just the difference in braking confidence and technique into turn 3. It looks like the Ferrari coming up close of Eat My Dust to Chris Sammett's Haas. See if he's going to get by. Does Chris defend? He gives him the inside into turn 7, but manages to hang it on around the outside and is completely compromised. Eat My Dust up the next straight. The McLaren now looking very, very close. He's going to have to bail before he hits the chicane, otherwise we're going to end up with another drama through that chicane. Lewis catches a penalty going through there again, unfortunately. And yeah, I hope we can maintain this run. Little Jim is looking very, very tight. He's caught tremendously in this lap. Given the launch Mitch had, this is amazing.
He was incredibly fast in the early stage of this race.
And so, Mitch can almost touch his pit board. He goes that close in defence and manages to hold him off into the first corner. But he goes wide because he had a narrow entry.
No DRS just yet.
No, but the slipstream's powerful enough.
Don't do it now. Oh, that could have ended very badly.
It's almost like they can hear you.
Yeah.
And actually, there's a
penalty.
Fairly good chance that they can hear you. Meanwhile, Ivan still third. That's impressive. Yeah, very impressive.
I stand corrected.
But then Chris Sammet has had some defending to do, and it could be that these cars at the back, they get in each other's way.
Lewis is spun.
Let's check him out. Just rejoining. Looks like a relatively clean spin, Lightning. No.
Yeah.
He's out. He's hit the wall.
Oh no, never mind.
Corner off.
That might be a safety car.
Just the cold tyres, and we've got a virtual safety car at least.
Okay. But it can transform into a safety car with this new game.
Yeah. That was a lot of debris, and I think it's just that difficulty of rejoining once you've been off once. It's really, really hard not to spin again.
I'm very impressed with Ivan's defence. It appears that Chris is slower than him, and he's the one causing the train. Maybe he has damage that he didn't change.
Is it possible that Chris his car just isn't working on these softs?
Maybe
because he's so used to driving on the hards. You know, is it a big adjustment to make? Is he still driving the car as if it's on hards with the same limitations, maybe?
Sometimes you don't use up the tyres as much as they can give. Like, you don't expect to have the level of grip. So that could be an issue. Lots of ERS for most runners, but Eat My Dust has used up 40% already, so he's on 60 left.
Looks like Taylor, he's coming back from his 2 pit stop penalties and what, 3, 4 pit stops he's made? Whoa, shaves the wall. Man, that was close. I think he's going to make an attempt into the chicane.
This is all very close. I don't know. Everyone has dirty air, so it's going to be worse for the...
Absolutely. Let's head up to the lead, though, because little Jim, very, very close to Mitch again. This could be an attempt on the lead. Little Jim going wide into the final corner.
DRS now.
DRS deploying, but both of them are pressing the loud button.
Oh, up the inside.
Little bit of a late move for little Jim. But Mitch struggling to get the car into turn 1 in the wake of the car in front. Will he attack back? Little Jim
has DRS.
Oh, we did give him the inside, but he was confident in his overspeed with the DRS. Perhaps not fully aware just how close Mitch was from the perspective of the camera we were able to see. Taylor still can't get by Marcus, so Marcus defending nicely. Someone straddled the curbs. Is that? That's Ivan. Ivan on the curbs.
Such a shame.
Yeah, he was driving so well.
He was completely stuck on the curbs.
You just got to let completely off the throttle and wait for the car to get gripped again, because you're effectively skating. Wow, we've got almost 4 wide going into turn 7 there. Look at this mayhem.
3 wide into the chicane.
Come on, guys. We're going to have a massive accident here.
Oh my god. Oh, and there is a huge crash with the Ferrari
I tell you
and the
what,
McLaren.
Taylor was tremendously lucky that ghosting came on there, because he drove directly through short Marcus, and we saw earlier with the accident with, I think, Paul Harrison's exit, that the ghosting doesn't always work in time for the following cars.
No, it's a random number generator.
For me, that was really lucky, yeah.
Absolutely.
Mitch going slower.
Damage, I think. Never mind.
Looks like we've passed that point of no return for the safety car. Bernd Mailander has already taken his boots and gloves off.
Yep.
He's not getting back in the car. Doesn't matter what anyone wants to do on the track. We're down to 7 runners. Will we see 7 at the end? I hope so. Eat My Dust has gone in the pits, though.
The only consolation for Eat My Dust is fastest lap.
Good to know. And he might be back out there again. Well, he won't have time to do another one, will he? But Mitch is dropping back,
side by
unfortunately.
Side, for Taylor and Croat. Oh no, sorry,
Chris Summit? Yeah.
Yep. There could be another crash, and
defense.
Ivan could be in with a podium.
Chris Summit wants this. He really wants this podium, and we know he can hang on.
Oh,
Taylor is brushing the wall. Did he hit it?
Yeah, he did. I think it was his wheel, so I don't think he has damage.
He got by.
He does look understeery, so he might actually have a little bit of damage.
Yeah, I mean, lots of...
Around the outside.
Does actually, yeah. It looks like Chris Summit's got more grip at the moment, doesn't it? Let's stick with these two. We're about to start the final lap with the leaders, but this is the battle for the final podium position. As I say, Chris has crept forward through this race up to the podium, and I don't know what Taylor's got to, whether Taylor's got the car back underneath him, or he has got an issue. Keep getting awful camera angles. My apologies. A lot of weaving on straight.
Sometimes when there's a bad camera angle.
Yeah, I have to switch on and off, so I want to see the gap between the drivers. Yeah, it's I fear Chris won't be able to fight back here.
Oh, Ivan with another penalty.
But then so did Marcus at the same time. Let's have a check of penalty situation. So 6, 3 and 9 are your penalties at the back of the grid. Marcus should be able to get Ivan here.
Your prediction for 6th place for Ivan is correct.
Yeah, maybe so.
Very good entry for Chris.
Oh,
Will
come
he
on,
get a
boys.
run? Neither have much ERS. Chris with a little bit more. Could it be a run to the line?
Could be. I want to just make sure that we acknowledge Little Jim's win in Australia. Round 3
That is a
wins
very
the
good
race.
win.
Mitch brings the car home to second place, 4.2 seconds back. With the fastest lap at the death. Wow, brilliant.
Yep.
And Taylor will hang on to third place with Chris Summer in fourth. Chris shadowing him to the line. Looks like Ivan has dragged that car all the way up to sixth place. Marcus just getting him on penalties at the end, but a great performance from Ivan there. And coming up the...
that was a fantastic drive for everybody, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, to stay focused through those caution periods we've had, and stay out of trouble and keep your head when others are losing it around you.
Taylor has a 20-second penalty.
What? I've never seen that before.
Yellow flag. And Eat My Dust might steal the fastest lap. He does. He stole the fastest lap. I was not expecting that.
I've never seen that before.
Neither have I. 20-second penalty.
So was he told to hand a place back under a safety car period? Driver of the day goes to Ivan.
I've never seen that before, and I think that could be a glitch. Because it was after he crossed the line.
Check out this dance on the podium. We'll just have to acknowledge that one. Yeah. Little Jim gets the winner's trophy in Melbourne. And as you say, great drive there from Mitch. Tracking his progress all the way through. Tremendous. And they've even got Adrian Newey on the podium with them. So
I'm asking Taylor if it was a glitch or what was happening.
Yeah, very strange. I might have time to look at Race Director, but anyway, in terms of results for round 3 of the Tier 1 Championship is Little Jim from Mitch. We've got Chris Samet getting third at the end. He does get that podium.
Taylor doesn't know about the penalty.
Okay. Marcus got fourth. Ivan fifth, Taylor 6th with the 20-second penalty, and Eat My Dust was the last of the finishers. We had Lewis, Speed Alcoholic, Denmark, Mr. Spin, Jonathan Cox, Paul Harrison, SpongeBob, Harv right down there after the pole position, then Sanchez and Chandler. Let's just try and find that penalty that we got for H. Taylor before the timer hits. Penalty and warning on lap 18, 5-second penalty.
Weird. I'm very confused.
Got a warning on the final lap, but that would just be track limit. So there's no clear and obvious sign that was a problem unless he was told to hand a place back in the safety car, and he didn't. Let's just wait. Let's see if I can find that as well.
All I see is speeding in the pit lane. Track limits.
Yeah, it looks like we may well have a glitch there from the game affecting Taylor.
That is a true shame.
Well, I'm sure he can get it.
I hope so.
Get it taken off, because we can't. Yeah, just a final lap, ignoring yellow flag. No, that's just that's rubbish. That's presumably that's just complete junk. Ignoring yellow flag on lap 30 of 29. So.
That makes no sense. What?
No, indeed. Well, unfortunately, guys, given other things we've all got to do, we won't be doing after race interviews. Although we could potentially invite everybody that finished the race, because there's so few of them. But congratulations to Little Jim and Mitch and Chris Samet. Although we do expect Taylor's podium to be reinstated. Lightning, it's been a pleasure. Any takeaway thoughts or comments from today's race?
Just a question. Who's your driver of the day?
Good question.
Difficult.
I think I'm probably going to pull for Chris Samet again, actually. I didn't see any mistakes while we were watching him, and I think he crept forward. What about you?
My driver of the day, I'm torn between Mitch and Ivan. I think that Mitch deserves it because his strategy for 11th and then driving really well at the end was very good. Whereas Ivan, why didn't you pit for softs?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Ivan did drive a great race, but he effectively only finished 2 up from the bottom, which, I don't know, in my book is less good than Chris's performance. But yeah, I think there were great drives from all the finishers, fantastic drives. Unfortunately, we did have a number of errors. It's a difficult track surface, and it's made all the more difficult by the new game mechanics, and still people finding their setups and getting the rear of the car planted comfortably enough to put the foot down. Well, it's been an eventful and an enjoyable race again, and thanks to Lightning, thanks to the drivers, and thanks for having us as part of your broadcast team tonight. Tune in on Monday nights, of course, for the Team Colour or Power Ranger League. That's where you'll see me next, and potentially you might even see Lightning on track in that next week. So tune in to the next OBF1 race night, and until then, guys, we will catch you on the next race day.